Hello there again, folks. I'll be back at you. Another story for you. Here we go. In November 2019, a guy named Caleb took his annual solo elk hunt. Excuse me. Elk hunt deep into the Bitterroot Wilderness, Montana. He'd done this trip for a decade. Same drainage, same ridge, same old spike camp. No cell service, no partners, just him, his 300 Win Mag, and a quiet that only comes when snow starts dusting the pines. The first 2 days were textbook. Spotted a decent bull at 400 yards, but passed on it. Glassed more country, packed in light. On the third evening, a light bled out of the sky. He was still hunting down a game trail when he heard it. Something big moving parallel to him through the thick deadfall about 80 yards off. Heavy steps, deliberate, not crashing like a spooked elk, more like a person trying to be quiet but failing because they were big. Caleb froze, rifle up, scanning. Through the branches he caught glimpses, dark shape, upright, moving on 2 legs, too tall for a bear standing, too fluid for a moose. He whispered "hey" once, standard protocol for other hunters. No answer. The movement stopped, then started again, closer, matching his direction. He backed off the trail slowly, heart jackhammering, found a big persona to put at his back, and waited. Dusk turned to full dark. No headlamp yet. He didn't want to give away his position. That's when the calls started. No elk beagles, no coyotes, low guttural whoops that rose and felt like something imitating an owl but with human lungs. They came from 3 different directions, spaced maybe 200 yards apart, answering each other. The hair on his neck stood up. He'd heard mountain lions scream, bears huff. He knew those. This was something else, something that he knew how to throw its voice. He clicked on his headlamp, swept the beam. Nothing but trees and snowflakes starting to fall. Then the beam caught eyes, 2 sets, reflective green. Low to the ground at first, then rising way too high. 7, maybe 8 feet off the ground. They blinked slowly, independently, like they weren't connected to the same skull. Caleb chambered around, loud metallic clack in the silence. The eyes vanished, but the whoops didn't stop. They circled, getting closer each time. He started moving downhill toward his tent, fast but quiet, rifle ready. Every few steps he'd stop and listen. Footsteps big, bipedal, kept pace, always just out of sight. He reached camp around 9 p.m. Tent still standing, gear untouched. He built a fast fire, bigger than necessary, sat with his back to the biggest tree, rifle across his lap. The whoops faded for an hour. He almost convinced himself it was nerves, fatigue, maybe a couple of messed up elk or a prank from some local kids. Impossible this far in, but denial is strong. Then the rock hit the tree behind him. Thunk. Hard enough to shower bark. Another one sailed past the fire. Close enough he felt the wind. He spun, swept the light. Nothing. Then a third rock, bigger, landed right in the fire. Embers exploded upward. That's when he saw it. Across the clearing, maybe 40 yards, standing motionless in the firelight edge, tall, broad-shouldered, covered in dark, matted hair or fur, arms too long, head smallish but sloped. It didn't move like an animal. It watched, head tilted slightly, like it was curious. Then it opened its mouth, no teeth visible, just a black hole, and let out a scream that started low and climbed into something that sounded almost human. A woman screaming in terror, but stretched and layered, like two voices at once. Caleb didn't think. He fired over his head. Muzzle flash lit the trees like lightning. The thing dropped to all fours instantly and was gone into the dark faster than anything that size should move. The scream cut off mid-note. He didn't sleep. Kept the fire roaring till dawn, rifle in hand. At first light he broke camp in record time. Hiked out 12 miles without stopping except to listen. No more whoops. No tracks. He could convince himself were real. Just some big, weird depressions in the fresh snow that could have been an elk if he squinted. He never went back to that drainage. Sold most of his gear a year later. Last anyone heard, he moved to the city, took a desk job, and refuses to talk about hunting anymore. But sometimes friends say when he drinks too much, he'll mutter about how the thing didn't run because it was scared. It ran because it decided the game wasn't worth finishing. Yet. Thanks for listening and putting up with my sneezing. And I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and remember to like, subscribe, share, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever floats your boat. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.